Hello, and welcome to Dark Night of the Soul by Taylor Swietanski, and I probably said that incorrectly, I'm sorry. A game inspired by Mark Linkhouse, which I also probably said incorrectly, I'm sorry, rest in peace, and David Lynch. And I'm personally a big David Lynch fan. I enjoy his work. And when I found this game going through lists, I was like, oh boy, I definitely want to play that one, so let's give it a crack. Let's see what happens.
Dark dream, all alone. Shadows moving, shadows gone by. Shadows gone by. The soul. Our soul. Slipping by. I'm calling out your name, all alone. Shadows moving. Shadows gone by. Of the soul. Daylight only, light my face. Where are you, baby? Where are you, baby? Dark dream. Shadows gone by.
Well, alright, so this seems to be all there is. I just kind of took it in, enjoyed the music for a moment. I didn't want to talk over it, but it seems to have been looping. I was waiting to see if maybe at some point it would cut out. Every time the screen starts to fade like that, I start thinking, oh, that's it. So this is a very interesting experience, a very, just, a little interactive room that we can come in where we can contemplate the meaning of it. Like I said, I enjoy David Lynch's work. This is very, very reminiscent of it. Strange room, lights flashing, meaning everywhere. Maybe I'm not the best person to diagnose potential meanings. Definitely a feeling of isolation here. The pulsing lights, just, I guess, maybe the intensity of life. I guess me trying to diagnose isn't the right word. Trying to figure out what do these mean probably say more about me than it does the creator's intent. David Lynch, famously very, very coy, not the word I'm looking for, but very secretive of like, oh, what does this movie mean? And a lot of time, oh, shoot, the thing actually closed. Damn, I thought it was starting to loop, but no, it looks like the game does have a definitive end. I feel bad for speaking over it because I did enjoy that little track. I enjoy little blues numbers like that. It was nice. David Lynch famously is just like, oh, people ask him what things mean. He'll be like, well, what does it mean to you? Or people tell him to elaborate. And there's the very famous, oh, can you elaborate on that? No. And then he laughs. So, me trying to find meaning in that probably says more about me than it would about that game. But very interesting little experience. And, I was just going to have it be moody and sit here in the dark. But, while we're here, we can come here and you can see Taylor Swietanski's. You can see their Twitter. And you can also see it in their name and the video title. I've been doing this for 12 years, 11 and a half ish. I should know what the YouTube thing is, but you can come here and you can see they have plenty of other games you can play. I almost played this one. I found this creator. I saw a lot of people tweeting out this game, and this game looked super cool, but it didn't seem to be explicitly horror. And I also was very tempted to play the Smashing Pumpkins game, which seems to be based on the band people Smashing Pumpkins. And this game looked cool, but wasn't explicitly horror. But I was like, oh man, it might be cool to play. It's a fun roll around pumpkin game, which has deeper meaning, which you can read over here. But I was like, oh no, I want to play horror. This wasn't exactly horror, but I did enjoy it. A lot of. And I'm sorry, I keep going back to David Lynch. There's definitely more at work here. There's the creator's own visions. David Lynch is just the only anchor I have into this game, which says here, Mark Linkhouse and David Lynch. So that's why I keep going down that well, because it's the one well I know and understand. So a lot of David Lynch's stuff tends to be scary, even though it's not explicitly horror. Although maybe, once again, that says more about me than anything. But hey, justadog.itch.io. Justadog_ski. You can come and follow them here and do that. I probably should do the follow. I haven't actually been following people on itch.io. I actually didn't even think about that. I've been bookmarking stuff because I guess I'm from the 90s and that makes more sense to make a folder of bookmarks to me. So yeah, you can come and play one of their mini games. You can give them a follow on Twitter. That was Dark Night of the Soul by Taylor Swietanski.